Oh, crap. Ow! Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay. Ah! Hey, everybody. Help me out here. Oh, now I've got Blood Plague? What in the heck? Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and my Lethal Sheriff run. Last episode, I did a time-lapse, and now that I've edited that time-lapse, I think I've learned a few things that could maybe, I don't know, improve future attempts. One thing is, you'll notice my character is barely on screen right now. That's because she is in the sitting animation. I didn't really place it very well to look good with the environment, but you'll notice that while she's sitting down, not only is she more off the screen than if she were standing up, but also she's not moving around as much. She has some fidgets, but the fidgets aren't nearly as dramatic, and so it wouldn't look as crazy if I were to speed this up 30 times like I did with my previous time-lapse. Another thing I also need to figure out the next time I do it is how I'm going to keep the Xbox awake. Because one thing I kept having to do during that time lapse was I had to I would briefly open and close the inventory, which would only be up for a few frames, but I would do it so that the game would know I was still there, so it wouldn't go dark. A couple of times the entire screen went dark, and I had to cut all of that out. Now, when it's sped up 30 times, you can't really tell, but it was work, and I'd love to save myself some work. So I don't know, what would be a good thing to do? I mean, I guess I could turn the light off and on. It has to be something that the controller will register. I don't know if, I was thinking maybe just tapping the turbo button would do it, because the game would have to register it and know that I'm doing input, but it doesn't actually do anything in the game. Maybe that's something that, because it's always corded with some other input. So maybe I'd have to do that. I'm not sure. Anyway, I do think that at some point in the future, I'll probably do another time lapse, and I'll try to do a better job. Maybe find a scenic spot, sit down, periodically tap the turbo button, and that might give us some better results. Not going to do it right now, though, because I'm at the office, and I'm not just going to hang around here for 90 minutes doing a time-lapse at the office. So what am I going to do? Well, we decided that we are going to actually start doing our final sheriff missions. And that means I need to take control of Ratana and do her first mission. So we need to talk to some folks called the Gatherers. I don't know why. I wasn't paying any attention to the dialogue, because why would I do that? So let's just see what we've got. Okay, so we've got an Echo S4 SMG, and we've got an Echo revolver. So we are fully silent, which is nice. I don't know what happens in this mission, so I'm inclined to try to bring some additional ammo with me, though. It looks like I don't actually have... Does this fire 9mm? Yeah, this fires 9mm, and I don't have any 9mm lying around. That's unusual for me. Why don't I have any 9mm lying around? What kind of bullets can I make here? I can craft 9mm. I've got lots and lots of ammo. So let's craft some 9mm. I just want to make sure she is fully prepared for whatever nonsense is about to show up. Because this is a lethal zone, and even the first mission in a chain, which is usually, meant to be the easiest, can still be a big problem. I don't know if it's worth bottles of Wilkerson Special Reserve, though. Maybe I can craft myself... I've got, some fuel. Maybe I can craft myself some fire for emergencies. And with all of that, we're probably good. I guess I could bring myself one cure just in case. We're not really here to do looting, so I don't feel like I've got to bring a bunch of empty space in my backpack to carry loot. So let's take my pickup truck. I'm trying to look like a sheriff. You got to drive a pickup truck if you're a sheriff, right? Is that how that works? I don't think that's actually how that works. But where is... Oh, they're way down here. Okay, so we got an enclave way down here who wants us. I think by the way, of all the resources we've got... Oh, supply drops? EMT driver supplies. Oh, I think this might be a reward from the Blood Heroes storyline. Maybe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what was that noise? Did I just hear ferals? I don't see ferals. Oh, no. 3 ferals. There are 3 ferals in the road. I just can't see them. Oh, there they are. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to get out of here. I was going to do a little bit more preparation, but I think I'm just going to go. We'll head down this way with our vibrating signboard. There, it went away. Okay, now that we're away from the ferals, there was one thing I wanted to do, which was find resources. Of all my resources, I'm lowest on medicine and fuel, and I did just craft myself some fuel bombs. So I'm going to locate some fuel, and that'll be sort of our secondary objective while we're out here. The sheriff mission is definitely our first objective. So we'll head down that way. Ooh, ooh. Oh, no. Oh, so somebody, you might have not have been able to read those notifications I just got, but I was just reading comments from somebody in my audience who was pointing out the fact that the blood heroes, they give you these rewards. They give you the ambulance, and they give you supply drops and stuff like that. But then they were saying that they very quickly went away, and because those things were delivered as Enclave benefits, those benefits go away too as soon as they do. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of odd. Well, I better make sure I don't do anything to make them go away. But apparently they just do it by themselves. They just leave. That's kind of odd. I don't know why they would do that. You're supposed to be able... I mean, other typical Enclaves just... They hang around when they're your allies, and they keep giving you the benefits of their Enclave benefits. Why in the world are the Blood Heroes different? That's so strange. All right. Well, hopefully the Gatherers are going to be more normal people. Hello, Gatherers. Arturo. Sheriff, I haven't heard from the Blood Heroes in a while. Oh, I'm worried something terrible has happened to them. Oh. What? Oh, no. Okay, so this is special circumstances. The reason the Blood Heroes went away was because of this mission? Okay, that's really funny. So what the Blood Heroes do is they don't just go away for their own reasons. They just become a normal Enclave that other missions can do whatever the crap they want to. Oh, that's funny. So I've got this valuable Enclave that I'm actually, like, most Enclaves that I interact with, I forget that I interacted with them right afterwards. Like, I just, I don't worry about them too much. They're all very, randomly generated. We didn't do a great job of making them super distinct from each other, except in a couple of special cases. And so I wouldn't have paid attention to, what Enclaves I had historically. So I wouldn't have noticed this. But I did pay a lot of attention to the Blood Heroes. I put tons of effort into, seeing their content or whatever. I hate the word content. It feels like a big bag of dog food. Wow. So, because they became a normal Enclave, this mission could just grab them and probably murder them? Let's find out. All right, come with me, Arturo. Let's get out there. I don't know, I'm sneaking. Let's get out there. Yeah, sure. You ride in the back. No downside to riding in a completely open passenger compartment with zombies around. I'm surprised I didn't hear a scream from the screamer as we were going by. Did it just not register that we were a person? All right, so here they are. I mean, there's that ambulance. This is the Blood Heroes. And I guess, my version of the Blood Heroes did murder a woman for no reason. So maybe they've gotten what they deserve. Let's have a look. Oh, they're all turning into zombies? That one was, okay, this one's dead. That one was still kicking. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think they got what they deserve for getting Carolyn killed. That's really funny. Like, I don't know. That's kind of one of the fun things about procedurally generated or procedurally assembled content is the fact that sometimes a weird story will happen that nobody intended, but you as a player get to sort of piece together, like you make up the connective tissue. So because I had already decided that these people were murderers, that they had sort of neglected or killed this woman, and now, they've all been left in the same state. It feels like it's, I don't know, poetic justice or something. Okay, so we need to search for a clue. None of these things seem like clues. So am I searching the bodies or am I searching their containers? Oh, well, hey, I'm glad I'm searching the bodies. They do have some good stuff. Tactahawk is pretty good. I don't know. A little backpack, probably less so. Okay, I can see one marked container. Whoa. Whoa! I just hit the Y button to search, and I ended up wheeling behind me and grabbing a zombie. That's funny. Here it is. It is a note. Some geographic coordinates called the rally point. All right. Oh, hey, Arturo, got some distractions going on here, buddy? We've got like an entire armored brigade in here. What's going on? Okay, okay, they keep backing each other up. Like, I keep trying to do my special, grab and kill move. Okay, I'm very close to just setting Arturo on fire to make this go quicker. I'm now even closer to having done that. Of course, it wouldn't have worked on the armored ones. Oh, he ran away from the fire, too. Hey, come here. I just want to talk to my buddy Arturo. Okay, you good? Coordinates for a rally point. Could be good or bad, but it's close enough to check. Okay. Well, let's get back to the car. Yeah, it has been so long since I played through the sheriff missions. I really don't know what to expect from these. I've totally forgotten. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Let's, nope. That was close. I realize I'm now driving the wrong direction, but gotta have priorities. And getting away from a feral is always priority one. Okay, we're doing this over land right now, which is sketchy. Where is this location? Oh, it's all the way up there. Okay. Well, that's really far away. That's really far away. I kind of wish, the system that we use in State of Decay 2 to try to... Whoa. Nope. The system that we use to try to control, where missions spawn, where they're allowed to spawn, is complicated. And it's an example, I think, of over-designing something to be needlessly complicated. It would have been fairly straightforward to just be hey, try to find a place within this distance of this other place, and we could probably have used that, to do pretty much everything we needed to do. But instead we devised this really, really complicated means of sort of unlocking different neighborhoods and having our missions tend to cluster in specific neighborhoods or regions. And, and it was this system that was so overcomplicated, no one ever really understood it or knew how to use it. And because nobody really understood it, know how to use it, they would either try to use it and it would do unpredictable things, or they would just ignore it or subvert it or disable it. And so we ended up just not with a very useful set of tools for putting, mission objectives in places that made sense. So they tend to be just kind of all over the place because the tool we designed was just too weird and complicated for people to really legitimately put to work. All right. Oh, I thought we'd lost a door, but luckily we didn't. Cool. I'm assuming I'm going the best way to get here. This might... Okay, I thought it was off the road on this side, but I think it's off the other road. Okay, this looks like... There actually is an Enclave home here. But it looks like this place is called the Mad Bastards. That doesn't strike me as being the same as the Blood Heroes, though I don't know. As a descriptor, maybe it's the same. I'm going to get all healed up. Looking around. Okay, I don't see anything. Another note. It's about being a police officer like my dad. I don't think that's related. Well, what I should be looking for is a tall cardboard box, because that is where mission stuff tends to go. Unfortunately, we never gave ourselves the ability to pinpoint the specific container you need to search. This is the same container I just searched. Wait, is this the same layout of home we were in before? And did the note end up in the exact same container? I'm kind of creeped out by that because I guess I don't know. I guess if there's like rules about where notes can be, and this is a valid place for a note, it's the best place in this house, and coincidentally we chose two houses that happen to have the same layout. I mean, it's not crazy to have a note appear in the same place, but it's odd, right? Anyway, what did that note say? I don't like the sound of it, whatever it is. It says, potential targets. Okay, so we have a rally point that was up here, but when I come up here, it's the home of the Mad Bastards, and they've got a potential targets list. One of the potential targets is where the Blood Heroes lived. I bet whoever wrote this killed them. And this one is my base, but it's crossed out. Maybe they saw our defenses and decided to bail? Maybe. But Arturo says, oh no, the last one is my place. Oh no, the Mad Bastards are going to get us. Okay. Actually, before we go, so sorry, Arturo, I know this is urgent, but we are also running low on gas. I don't think I need these anymore. I will put these away. But, yeah, if we want to make it all the way back to your place, we have to refuel the truck. Sorry, buddy. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I genuinely don't remember. Are we going to find his people dead? Are we going to find a fight? I genuinely don't remember. Am I just dodging ferals like crazy? Like, are there just ferals around every corner here? Yep, that looks like a feral coming at me. Okay, well. Who needs YouTube Shorts? I don't. Basically, every time I fight a feral, I end up making it into a YouTube Short because I nearly die and it's hair-raising. But this time I'm dodging them all, and so far I don't think I've got a short out of this episode. That's okay, but I've only been doing this 20 minutes. And now I'm entering Pine Bluff. That's when somebody asks you for like a pine, if you've got a pine tree, and you're like, sure, yeah, I've got a pine tree. And they come in, there's like no pine trees, and they're like, what were you doing? It's like, I don't know. I thought if I told you I had a pine tree, you'd believe me. That's what a Pine Bluff is. I'm sorry, I've got nothing to talk about. It's been a long day. I wrote a document that I voluntarily wrote this document. Nobody was asking me for it, but I was like, I think we need it. But it was also a very boring document to write. And my brain was just like, my ability to focus and be useful was destroyed by it. And so, I mean, it's my own fault. I'm the one who decided I needed to write it. Nobody was making me do it. But now I'm very tired. It's funny how, like, I don't know. When you do the kind of, like, sedentary work that I do, what makes you tired is a completely different list of types of things than what makes you tired if you do, like, you know, a lot of manual labor. Like, yeah, like, for me, it's just, like, it's, like, certain kinds of focus that my brain, you know, demands. Will just wear my brain out, and then I'll get sleepy. It's like boredom. Boredom makes me, well, I guess that's everybody. Boredom makes me tired. I guess, yeah, even if, no matter what job you're doing, if the thing you're doing is repetitive and boring, it will make you sleepy, even if it's, even if it gives you some exercise. But yeah, now that I'm getting older, I gotta put a lot more thought into what I'm doing to counter the fact that I have such a sedentary job. Like, when I was younger, I could just sit around all day and kind of vaguely be fine. Not true anymore. Oh! Looks like Arturo's people are under attack. Let's see what we can do about that. Well, not a lot if I keep missing. Okay, so these are proper lethal zone villains. What the heck? Yep. An invisible zombie's got me. Okay, so that fight attracted zombies, I guess? Or were zombies always intended to be part of it? Okay, everybody calm down. Okay, I keep accidentally talking to people while I'm grabbing zombies. Did we really not make it so that each press of the Y button does one thing? Like, that feels like a very basic elementary thing for us to do. So that either I'm executing a zombie or I'm talking to a person and one of those happens. The fact that two things can happen from one button press, that's insane. Why did we let that happen? Anyway, I don't know. So it looks like, somebody didn't realize that if you put two line breaks in, it looks like 4 line breaks in our system. We need to... You just put 1 line break in, and the paragraphs handle it. Okay, so anyway, our scout's located a town with no plague zombies. We want to move in. Oh, interesting. So it was me defeating the plague hearts that caused these bad guys to come to town. It's my fault. I did not realize it had been written that way. That's funny. Search the town for potential home sites. Find out who lives there, what their defenses are like. If they're vulnerable, demand tribute. You know what to do if they refuse. And remember what happens if you disappoint the boss. Don't be one of those people. All right. Well, we've got some information. And we're going to show it to Arturo. From the evidence I found, it looks like the people responsible for all this want to take over our town. Yeah, so it's up to us to lead the defense. All right, well, we've done that mission. I'm not sure how many sheriff missions there are. But we've done the one we're going to do right now, certainly. I'm being choosy about how many of these items I actually want to take with me. Deck Destroyer is just a great name for an item. Did the first guy I searched have anything cool? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to take all the drugs off their bodies. Obviously. And, oh. Zombie heard me doing that. Oh, somebody's coming. Okay, so the other thing we were going to do was scavenge for fuel, and that can be done up there. Oh, also we got one plague heart that we haven't managed to clear out yet. Well, let's go do that too. Hey, I did not ask for a ride along. You stay off my car. Okay, that time I heard the screamer go off, but I'm long gone. Oh, wait, bloater? Yeah. Man, it is so weird to not be working on this game anymore, because for a long time, when I would find minor problems, like, that issue with the Y button. What the heck? Talk to you in a sec. So that issue with the Y button, where I could try to execute a zombie but end up talking to a character at the same time, which is insane. When I see a problem like that, I would prioritize it for the team and would try to fix it. Or if I saw something like the text on that note having those quadruple carriage returns in it, I would just... What the heck? I would just find that item and I would fix it. And so it's weird to not be working on the game anymore. I'm finding this stuff and I'm like, I can't fix it anymore. I can't do anything about it. It's stuck. I'm just like a normal player of the game. It's not how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be able to fix my problems. I mean, every problem that I find in our last game definitely informs my attitude, going into the next game. So it is having an impact, but I just wish I could have more of one. All right. So I think I'm going to drop a lot of this stuff off at the pharmacy first before I try to go any further. Because my inventory is totally full. I want to scavenge for some fuel. And while, my rucksack slot isn't full, it still feels like I'm going to want to have more space in my inventory when I go on this little trip. So let's drop some stuff off. All right, so that... I don't need all these snacks if I've got all these stimulants. Don't need grenades. I think I'm fine with the regular old that stuff. Let's leap through a window for no reason. And grab other unnecessary items. And this truck is just churning through fuel. I should probably grab some more. Okay, now I think I'm about ready to go. Let's just refuel real quick. How many refuels are we going to do this session? So as I'm recording this, I'm recording this well in advance of its official release date. It is January 31st. So I probably... If it had been one day later, I probably would have actually done some Bounty Hunters episodes because I've gotten way ahead of the Bounty Hunter episodes with the Lethal Sheriff episodes because the Bounty Hunters, I finished all the January bounties real fast and didn't have any nonsense to do. And so I'm basically waiting until the February bounties show up before I go back to the Bounty Hunters. So these will be officially released out of time order, which is, oh gosh, so many ferals. I almost hit that bloater just for no reason because I wasn't paying attention. So far, there's been a lot of near misses, but not a lot of actual bad things happening. This is a questionable route for me to take to my destination, but whatever. I'm doing it already. But yeah, so but the other big thing that I'm excited about right now is that Citizen Sleeper 2 comes out today. I've played the demo. I was actually thinking of doing a video about the demo, but it was a Next Fest demo, and some people, they release a video on Next Fest and then they just leave it up forever. But Jump Over the Age was like, no, this is a Next Fest demo. It's only up for Next Fest. And so I had played the demo on Next Fest and I really loved it. And I wanted to like basically play through it again in a video. But by the time I got around to it, the demo had shut down. I couldn't play it anymore. So I've just been sitting on my excitement for Citizen Sleeper 2, waiting for the opportunity to play it and make a video of it. So maybe I'll do that later tonight. Of course, I'm so tired, I might not be able to do it later tonight. I might have to do it over the weekend or something. Oh, we got a new sheriff mission. We're not doing it this episode. I got to space these things out because I got to get true grit. Wait, why do I have... Wait, why did it just... No. Scavenge for fuel. I had that... Why would you override... Why would we set that to override my current mission? See, I would just be, man, I think... I'm honestly surprised that I didn't... Because while I was working on this, wasn't I already playing through to get all the legacies? Maybe I wasn't. I just realized, like, I keep feeling like I was very recently on State of Decay 2. But it was like 3 years ago that I was on State of Decay 2. And, like, just because, I don't know, because I'm old, because time is weird, I haven't been feeling like it's been that long. It just feels like it was just, it was just a short time ago. But I think it's been something like 3 years since I was taken off that project. And wait, why? Right. That's probably not the destination I want. It's probably over here. This. I know this is a fuel site. This is a fuel site. So I'm here to get fuel. But anyway, so I think that my crusade to get every legacy boon on every difficulty may well have started after I was taken off the State of Decay 2 team. And so, all of this kind of slightly broken content that I've been running into, I wouldn't have run into it, maybe. Or at least maybe only once or, twice. I wouldn't have necessarily played it enough to have definitely noticed all of the problems. So maybe I was never going to really have a legit, meaningful chance to thoroughly vet this. I don't know. I feel bad. I'm playing through this. I'm seeing these problems, and I'm like, I mean, some of these, like the Y button problem, I have seen that before. We did have it on a list somewhere, and we just, for whatever reason, never quite got there. Problems with interaction collisions, those are difficult to solve. So, and I think that honestly, we had some worse ones, and I think the state that the game is in right now is better than a lot of its previous states. And so we're like, oh, hey, we addressed the problem. And then now there's another layer of the problem that we should have fixed. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. You're just seeing me go through a weird crisis, a weird emotional crisis, getting used to the fact that there's just tons of little problems here that I have the skills to fix, or that I used to have sort of the purview to be able to put it in front of the right people. And now I can't. And I still love and enjoy this game. And I think that a lot of you out there, the reason you're watching is because despite the issues, you still, for whatever reason, find something very valuable in this game. I'm just destroying this car. Now, there were some ferals near my base when I left. Are there still some ferals now? Looks like whatever those ferals were doing, oh wait, nope. No. Oh, crap. Ow! Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay. Ah! Hey, everybody. Help me out here. Oh, now I've got blood plague? What in the heck? Oh. So glad I've got friends. Whew. Hey, thanks, everybody. This is why you have a community. All right. Well, that was a YouTube short of the episode. So I guess we'll wrap this up. So yeah, so we've completed one sheriff mission. We've got more to come. We are not yet at True Grit. I think we're around 94 days. So we got to fill less than a week of in-game time with a combination of sheriff missions and other nonsense. Maybe next episode I'll do another time lapse and we can see what that looks like. See if I can do a better job of it than the last time. But for right now, here's my end screen button. Yeah. We'll see how long this episode ends up being.